Would you go for the Mighty Rex? Would you go for a Thylacoleo? If you only had 5 Tames in Ark Survival Ascended, what would you pick? Would you go for the Mighty Rex? Would you go for a Thylacoleo? Who knows? Well, the choice is yours. The choice is mine. Let's figure out what we're going to do so where we can get through each individual map as we go. We've already beat the first 3 bosses on the island. The Overseer is still on hiatus, but you know what? We're moving on to Scorched Earth, and let's see if we can take out the Manicore. Let's do this. So, hey, how's it going? Good morning. How's everybody doing? Oh, man, all right. Come on, Phoo. It's early morning, dude. Come on. Heat hasn't come up yet. Still have Bob pooping in the grass. All right, Smackhead, let's do the early morning ritual. We go out and we clear out all the bad stuff around the area. But yeah, hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Phlinger's 5 Tame Challenge. I'm Phlinger. And, well, I've just been farming up a whole bunch of wyvern stuff the last little bit. And here, let me show you what all we've done. I mean, we've kind of catching up a little bit here. I've been doing a bunch of this in the off time. I know I like to record everything, but, you know, I mean, we've got 13 fire talons, 20 lightning talons, and 10 poison talons. We're running behind on the poison talons, but we just haven't been getting that many. But yeah, I've been trying really hard to farm them in the off time kind of thing. You know, getting stuff like that up and going because, I mean, really, yeah, I mean, the amount of time I need to spend on those, it'd take like 2, 3, maybe even 4 episodes worth. And so, yeah, I mean, we may do one more episode on a few of those things, but for the most little bit, I think that today we're actually going to go do something else. Today, we're going to go do our last and final cave. That's right. In the early morning as the sun is coming up. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but it's going to be epic. And we're going to go through the deep, dark, dangerous dungeon into the caves. And hopefully we will come out alive. Paw, paw, paw. Yeah, no. Actually, no, today we're going to go up to the last cave that we have to do. It's way up in the, let's see, it's way up over on the other side of, let's see, it's over on the other side of blue. Matter of fact, it's right up in here. Yeah, we are probably going to go take the high desert all the way up. Like this, curve in through the blue, and then go up through that way. It's just easier to find it that way if you're not on a flyer. So, yeah, let's go do that, and let's head our merry butt up there. But yeah, I mean, I've been down here farming up these wyverns for a minute. Oh, man. Don't you hate it when there's a Microaptor right in the deep desert? Yeah. Not as fun as you would think. Alright, let's get up over this way. Yeah, if there is a deathworm, I don't plan on fighting it. I'm just going to run. I want to save as much health as we possibly can. Granted, we could force feed, but I would rather just save it. I mean, we could get some levels. That's always a plus. And, you know, I'm kind of shocked. You know, luring wyverns into a trap that shoots them. Not as much XP as you would think. You know, I mean, go figure. But, yeah. Right up there is where we're going. We're going to the other side of that. I mean, we could check the desert loot while we're out here. Just see if there is anything. Alright, let's see. Okay, bugs. Dude, you guys frightened the crap out of me. Let's get a little bit of hop going. The hop out here, I mean, seriously. There's a deathworm. Yeah, I hear you, Phoo. Deathworm not coming? Okay, that was probably the worst deep. Really? Okay. Alright, so... yeah, who would have thought the deep desert loot would give you a slingshot? That's fun. There's another deathworm right there. Alright, run up through here. Alright, I will meet you guys when we are about to get over to the blue ob. Okay, now this is funny. Watch this. These trees are shrinking and decaying right in front of me. This is funky. I swear it's not me, alright? So we got superheat going. You know, now would be the perfect time to go find a phoenix. I'm just saying. Early morning, superheat. It's not super hot right now. That's Rex. Alright, so now let's... alright, there's the blue ob. Let's head up this way. There's a pathway up here. There's also another way as well, but want to be very, very careful not to get hit with Microaptors, which does kind of suck. But there's a ramp right here. Right behind the blue ob. Right there's the blue ob. And then... up this little pathway. Where is it? Yeah, we'll just go as the Thyla climbs. Or get stuck in the rock wall. How's the superheat doing? We may need to go back down to the water until the heat wave is done. Okay, there's the path. If we can get through the cave before the heat kills us, we'll be fine. As all the trees. I mean, I'm just gonna say at this point in time, they're just waving hello. Alright, right there. This is it. We should go up this way. Did I take a wrong turn at Albuquerque? I might have. It's pretty, though. Alright, yep, took a wrong turn. Alright, back down to the water until the heat wave's done. Alright, we're just gonna hold up here. Right up here. Yeah, we're just gonna hold up here until the weather's done. Although I can hear a Stratosaurus out there growling. I don't think it's aggroed on me. I'm just trying to get my health back up. I mean, we were down to 100 health. Eat another food. Another one. There we go, up to 220. That thing's just out there growling. You know, I can't say enough cool things about that audio. I'm just saying it's freaky and it is amazing. Yeah. This is a fun little stay. Little stopover. Okay, now he's just messing with me. Yeah, listen to this. Yeah, he's wicked close. Holy crap. You know, I don't think I'm going to give this bed and breakfast a 5-star rating. I'm just saying. I just call it, yeah. I hope the eggs in the continental breakfast in the morning are good. All right, there it is. Come here, come here. And they came around the corner and saw me. Okay. Still in this heat wave. Man. Alright. And I ended up eating a cactus broth just where we didn't have to drink water for a little while. And the tent may have took a little bit of a beating. Just saying. You know, can't say enough, you know, good things about this B&E, you know. You come and you hang out for the ambiance and you end up, you know, yeah. Mm-hmm. And just like clockwork, as the heat wave ends, come on, Phoo. There we go. Yeah, this is fun. Holy crap, there's a massive mosh pit up here. Stop biting my butt. This should be the cave right here. Right here. And I'll show you guys on the map here in a sec. Sorry, Anki. Guys. Guys. Chill out, y'all. Thanks. Dang. Alright, finally. Okay, so the cave is located right here at 2829. Okay. Man, alright. Shut up, Phoo. Man, okay, so that was an adventure. And so now let's come on inside of here. And also, these right here, they're rare mushrooms. Well, you can get another high amount of rare mushrooms from them. There's also even more inside. These ones right here. They're not doing it. Okay, well, maybe the further ones inside. But yeah, they look like that, and there's a whole bunch of them that you can get in here. But yeah, this cave, it's got some pretty bad stuff. And it also has loot down below as well. Has onyx, has scorpions, has mantis, Has megalosauruses. But the easiest way to do is just follow the main path going through. There's a bunch of twisty paths and turny paths and other paths that have loot on them. Batwing in there. Okay. Also has spiders. Also it has rubble golems, little tiny rock golems, but that's also why you bring a Thyla into this cave. Because a Thyla can get rid of those guys. Pretty effectively, actually. Go down this way. But the biggest problem is the megalosauruses. But if you come in during the day, the megalosauruses, they're going to have their little malaise torpor. So you won't have to deal with them too much. Just don't step directly on them like I did earlier. And you'll be fine. Right, work your way down through here. And dire wolves. Dire wolves are always fun inside of caves, right? Dire wolf. Oh, red loot. Yes, please. What's that? Ah, never mind. Could have been so much better. Come on, guys. But the benefit of this cave, it doesn't have the increased cave levels, so... Alright. Rubble golem. But yeah, Thyla Bleed tears through these rubble golems. It takes a minute. But if you have a decent Thyla saddle, you really don't take much damage from these guys. Especially the low-level ones. Come on. Take hold. Ouch. Refresh the bleed. Come on, dude. Now, the more efficient way of actually clearing out these rubble golems is literally just a rocket launcher. It kind of makes mincemeat of them, but you also run the risk of, you know, shooting off a rocket launcher inside of a cave. So, there's that. Here we go. Here's the artifact. This is how you get to it, right through here. Now, I'll show you the quick and easy way out of it well, into it on the way out, because I actually took a different way. But yeah, give me 1 sec. And then you have to clear out all this stuff inside of here. It's generally pretty bad. Hey, look at that. Mega rabies right off the bat. That's lovely. At least we had full health and no food. That's good, actually. Get rid of these guys while we still have rabies. You don't want to get it again. Alright, now we just wait for our rabies to go. And then here we get the artifact. Now, the benefit of having no food while you have rabies is, I mean, because I don't have any antidotes on me, at least I don't think I do. Yeah, if you don't have any antidotes, you can just go like this. Just wait for your food to go down here. 1 sec. Alright, wait for your food. See, as your health is constantly going down with the timer, and your food is right, like, low, eat a couple food, and it'll boost your health up just a little bit. And it'll help you get through that a little bit. And then the moment the rabies ends, your food will start draining to start getting your health back up and going. See, there we go. Food starts going down, health starts going up. Then as our food comes down a little bit further, we just eat another food. And then bam, it kind of gives us that little extra charge. All right. Let's get this artifact. Which also comes with the torch skin, which is kind of cool, actually. And that is the artifact of the Tyrant. No, this is artifact of the Crag. This is the cave of the Tyrant. But yeah. Okay, so now that we've got that, I'm probably going to come back in here for another one, but can only carry one. All right, let's see. All right, so the easiest way to get out of here is literally from that cave, you come in, and if you want, you follow in a backwards order in order to come up through here. In order to get into it, like, the easiest and quickest way. You go right through this way. Then you get to this spot. Now, if you have a Thyla, you could just jump right up here, which is what I would recommend in this cave. And once you get to that, you take this first right. Go right there. Curve up through here. Now, there is also a cheesy way if you want to go up that way, but there's also a lip that makes it hard to get over. Are you coming down, Mr. Manus? Okay. Go right through here underneath that. Right here, we can actually just kind of skip past all this stuff. Right over through here. Jump across this, and we are home free. Right out this way. That right there is the easiest way to get in and out of the cave of the Tyrant, or also the cave of the Crag. So the artifact of the Crag comes out of the cave of the Tyrant. All right, and I only remember the cave of the Tyrant because, honestly, it was one of the things that was named on it, and when it first came out, it was awesome. All right, so now that we've got that, let's run these back to base. Hopefully we can avoid any Microaptor entanglements. And we're probably going to have to do this again, and then we will go back and eventually get Bob, and then harvest up the rest of our Wyvern talents, because that's what we need. And then also we have to make a decision what we want for our last dino. I'm thinking either a third Rex or a Yeti. I'm not sure if I even need the Yeti. I want the Yeti because it provides an amazing resource. But, I mean, we could try it with 2 Rexes, a Yeti, and a kangaroo. I mean, power of a shotgun is very, very powerful. So, yeah. Right now, if we see any Microaptors, easiest way on Thyla is literally just start bunny hopping. And we're going that way. But yeah, this right here, this area is Microaptor Central. Yeah, we just aggro up Microaptors. Yeah, dismounting in that area is lethal. But yeah, we're going to have to eventually run all the caves. I think the Temple Cave is the only one we don't have to run a bunch. I've already ran that one a few times. I also did the Chasm Cave twice. So we're going to have to run that one another third time. Because when it comes around to this, I want enough to do the Gamma and then the Beta. See if we can do the Beta. If we can do the Beta, I do want to press into Alpha. I want to see just how far we can do this one with just 5 Tames. Because I think we might actually be able to do the Alpha with just 2 Rexes, a Yeti, and a kangaroo. It is possible, and I'm very interested in trying it out. Hey, Not Bob. Hey, Biscotti. How you guys doing? Hey, who left the fabricator on, guys? Which one of you did it? I think it was you, Smeghead. Maybe you, Phoo. Alright. Now we've got that artifact, we've got that artifact, we've got multiples of the others, and let's see, do we have enough to make an artifact pedestal? Pretty sure we do. Alright, so apparently we don't have enough. So we gotta go get more obsidian. Yep, time to do this long climb. It's been a minute. Alright, let's see. Okay. Come back down. Still haven't gotten that XP drop. Alright, good job, Speghead. Appreciate it. It's out of here. Bam, 97. Structures. Misc. There we go. Thank you. Now we got all 3 of them. Right there, right there, right there. Now we just have to finish getting our Wyvern talons and figure out what we're doing for our final dino. Because we've only got 4 tame dinos so far. Man. We could probably do it with another Rex. I don't know. All right, but hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Phlinger. Take it easy, everybody.